Right, it's time for an interview time now. Introducing next, we have my next special guest. We have Paola. She is a singer-songwriter, female musician, joining me on my show just to tell me a little bit about herself and her music. First up, welcome to my show. How are we today?
Oh, really good. Thank you. Very good. Thank you.
Great to hear. I hope you've had a good day, and thanks for just taking time out to speak with me today. Where are you in the world, or based at the moment?
So South Wales. I'm based South Wales, so
Great. I know you're not too far from, say, like Herefordshire and like Newport.
mm-mm.
Great. And I wanted to ask, was music always a path or the route you always wanted to make or take?
I'd say definitely like from a very young age, I was very interested in like music. I loved singing at the start, and it was only like later on that I started getting into guitar. But no, definitely music. Music was always like with me as a child.
Hmm.
So
Great. And obviously you are still like studying at college and
mhm,
you're developing like as an artist, just starting off. So like listeners and can bear that in mind.
mhm.
But did you remember the time when you first picked up the guitar? Can you remember it like it was yesterday?
Yeah, so it's actually a really funny story. Um, I think I was in my teens probably, and my dad had kept going on to me about how I need to start learning guitar, and obviously I was quite a stubborn child, so I didn't want to listen to my dad at the time, and I
Hmm.
didn't want to do what he told me to. But one night, I just picked up the guitar and I thought, why don't I just give this a go? And I actually really enjoyed it, and I didn't want him to know. But ever since then, I just learned guitar and I just learned to love it, really.
Ah, and picking up the guitar, when you're finding a place, when you can actually like sit down and play it, do you find that a good place of like escaping, the outside world, it's a very busy world out there sometimes.
No, definitely, you're so right. Like, I've probably been like writing material for about 2 years, and I find that it's exactly how you explain it. Like, it's a way to kind of get out, just be in my own little planet or world or yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Cool. So you just mentioned how you first got into music. How would you describe your sounds that you're trying to create?
So I'd say that my music is pretty calm. Um, it's not rock. I'd say it's kind of like pop jazz, but very, very melodic, very sweet, calm. I'd probably use
Hmm.
those to
That's
describe.
nice. One word I come across once, which might be able to describe your music, is acoustative or
Yeah,
acoustic.
yeah, definitely.
Nice. And you do enjoy like performing ballads, like the slower kind of songs, as you say, in the melodic ones.
I definitely enjoy like I have a song that's literally called Romantic Ballad because I love performing ballads. And there's a certain artist that I love covering, which is called Leve, and she does loads of jazz, loads of ballads. It's amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. They seem to be quite popular as well, the kind of vintage jazz covers. Is that one avenue you would be looking at to going down?
I think definitely. I think nowadays modern jazz is starting to come in, which is amazing. And it's definitely got my interest and it's
Hmm.
definitely in my music as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, definitely.
I think it was a vintage cafe, and they take like 80s, 90s songs, and then they just kind of strip it down and they recreate it in their own kind of way.
Yeah, no, that it's lovely, isn't it? It's
Hmm.
great.
Hmm. And can you tell me if you have like a latest single out, a new release?
So I haven't yet, but at the end of this year, I'm hoping to get in the studio and like record an EP and just all of my latest songs that I've been making and just
Hmm.
it would be lovely to have an EP
Yeah.
out. So yeah.
I know you've sent me a single we could play in the meantime. Can you just tell me what that's called and a little bit about that one?
So That one, I'm pretty sure that one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember that it is the right one, but I'm pretty sure I sent you my romantic ballad.
Right,
So
yeah.
that one is the ballad. And that one is about it's supposed to be about how you don't it's about feelings and very lovey-dovey. So it's a very cheesy song. Um but it's mostly about how when you have feelings that you aren't able to express in the moment, therefore I had to write the song in order to express them, if that makes sense.
Okay. And what do you hope your listeners will take with them from this record? Like the connection.
I kind of just hope that people are able to kind of relate to the song and kind of, you know, feel it in a way that, I made it so they could feel relatable or just understand it.
Yeah, that's a good word, isn't it? Relatable.
Hmm.
Cool. And you mentioned you picked up a guitar at a young age. Are there any other instruments you like to play as well alongside?
I think since I'm obviously still young, I think I definitely like to pick up a little bit of piano because
Mm.
it's such an amazing instrument to be able to play. So I think I would love to learn a bit of piano and um I think piano.
Mm. Oh, that's a nice instrument. Someone asked me, do I play any instruments? I used to play piano when I was little,
No
but
way.
yeah, I kind of lost it because you know, just as life, you do come out of touch. But I said to him, I play tambourine. That's a good instrument. Everyone can play.
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah.
Sweet. And what's the feeling like when you hear your song being like played back on, say, like a radio show?
Um I think it definitely makes me happy and proud of myself because I feel like my pieces are very personal to me and I want people to be able to hear them and be able to love them and like we said relate and understand because I put a lot of work and emotion into my
Mm,
piece, which is
that's
great.
good. And you performed recently at a food festival, Abergavenny. How was
Hmm.
that experience? What do you enjoy most about performing at festivals? It's been a good year, good season.
Definitely. I feel like the food festival is so great because obviously it's local. So the people are all so supportive and it's a lovely like audience. Everyone's listening, everyone's alert. It's amazing. It's really nice.
And a bit of sense of community spirit as well.
Oh, definitely.
Mm.
They're all so lovely and supportive. It's a great area to be gigging in, really.
Great. Have you done many art festivals over this year?
So I've played a few gigs. I've played in Merthyr. I've played in Merthyr,
Yeah.
and Pontypridd, I'm pretty sure. Um, and Cardiff. I've played in Cardiff as well, which they've all been lovely. I'm also part of a jazz workshop, which does every now and then, like a few little gigs in the Melville, which is great.
Right.
Great.
And what do you enjoy about the aspect of meeting, like, people from your town, supporting your music?
Um, I think, well, my family and friends and everyone's definitely really supportive, which is great. It makes me feel very, very loved and, cared for, which is amazing.
Cool. And are there any artists, like, say, on your radar you may like to open up a show for? They could be like, well known or not so well known.
I mean, I'd definitely like mentioned the artist named Leve. She would be amazing because she's probably the biggest inspiration to all of my music. But probably here or an artist named Biba Doobie, which me and my dad have watched twice. She's really good as well.
Cool. And you're a pupil at a music college as well. How do you find how do you find that, studying, everything?
Oh, it's great, thanks. I find that college is really busy, but in a good way because obviously I love music, so I'm including most of the music like aspects of college. Like they have academies. I'm in a choral academy, a rock and pop academy, and I've taken A level music as well. So
Wow.
music is there, yeah.
Amazing. How do you find the theory side of stuff? I did a BTEC once in popular music. I did struggle with like theory. It's
Mm.
quite you put a lot into the kind of then the music side of things can get a little bit complicated, like with like notes and all that chords and
Yeah, you're definitely right. I mean, in A level, there is also a lot of theory, which it can also be a little bit hard because um, as much as I'm very interested and love music, the theory is also not so easy to understand
mm,
sometimes. But with hard work, I'm sure like I can get into it, which is
yeah.
great.
I think when I got a pass mark, I had to just keep revising.
Definitely,
Yeah,
yeah, no, totally.
yeah. And do you like the practical side of things as well, which is like performing on stage of the physical part of college?
Yeah, no, I definitely love like the performing part. I think I think if we're on about live performing, I
Mm,
think live performing is really great because you're able to kind of like interact with like the audience, and I find I'm not as nervous as I used to be.
yeah.
Like I try and catch the audience's attention, or at least have them like interact in a
Mm,
great way, which is
mm.
good.
I'm sure with everything, experience and experience, it comes naturally to you in time.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Um, and do you have any advice on singers to look after their voice? Sometimes when they have like throat problems, do you have any advice on singers how to like, because their voice is an instrument in itself, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd probably say um don't don't strain your voice. I know everyone says that, but it's important not to strain your voice. It's important to also stay healthy, because the other day I got a cold, and it does affect your voice,
Mm.
and it's not good. You need to make sure that you stay healthy and you drink a lot of water as
Yeah,
well, and you strain yourself. Yeah.
stay hydrated.
Hmm.
And are you quite present on social media?
Yes, so on social media, I have an Instagram account that is called Paola's Music Official.
Right.
And on Facebook, I'm pretty sure I have a Facebook account which is new, and it's called Paola's Official, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Uh,
great.
but yeah, that's what I have for now, but hopefully more in the
Yeah,
future.
great. So Paola's at PAOLA,
Hmm.
and then official people can pick you up and follow you on there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that's everything I wanted to ask you for today. I just want to say thanks for just coming on to tell us a bit about yourself and your music, and I'm sure we can play one of your songs on the radio now for you.
Yeah, thank you. It's great. Thank you for having
Great.
me.
And best of luck with your studies and your music.
Yes, thank you. Can I just add one thing?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I just wanted to say about the record that you are going to play now. I just wanted to say that we did actually record that in my friend Simon's house in Brighton because he has a studio.
Yeah.
So that just a fun fact. That's literally where we did record the first single that you will be playing. So
Oh,
yeah,
great. And was that experience great, just walking into like the home recording studio environment?
I'm going to be honest. It was the most comfortable I've ever been. It's the best environment, and I definitely would record there again. So yeah.
Right, let's get it on the show now. Thanks for
Thank
joining me once again. Okay, Paola.
Thank you.